My name is Paul, and in today's episode we're going to talk about what I call the fitness magazine trap. Now, what I mean by that is I like reading fitness magazines. There's a lot of them out there. I think Men's Health is probably the most popular one in the UK, but there's a lot of good fitness magazines out there, bodybuilding magazines, and because of the wide range of them, we can get a bit disillusioned as to what they're trying to say to us, what the kind of selling they're doing to us, and how we're meant to take them, and how we should really be using these magazines. So I'm going to talk about some of the benefits first, and go into some of the pitfalls, and end with kind of my overall thoughts about them as a whole. But some of the good benefits are that it gives you a new perspective. You know, quite often I read a lot of fitness magazines, and you see it's a different way of working in there, or a different type of training or something like that, and it can give you a new perspective on different workouts or different ways of thinking and training, so it can definitely increase your knowledge in that way. There's lots of interesting articles and recent studies, you know, because they have a large amount of people behind them, these fitness magazines, and a large amount of resources behind them. They get a lot of studies and a lot of articles written, and they can actually provide you with a lot of good information. The next one is workout variations. Like I said before, with the new perspective kind of things, because they've got a lot of expert advice and things like that there. They've got a lot of people trying different things, and lots of healthcare professionals as well. So they do provide some good workout variations, a lot of good workouts in many of these magazines as well, provide the main bulk of content in there. And so there is a lot of things we can take from that. And the last one is inspiration and motivation. You know, just by looking at the pictures on the front cover makes us want to buy it, and looking at the pictures inside sometimes can just provide us the motivation to get to the gym or start working out, and the inspiration to kind of keep going. So that's I think one of the major ones in this, but there's some good benefits there from the fitness magazines. But there are some major pitfalls that we need to really be aware of when we're looking at these and buying these and trying to aspire to a lot of the things in there. The first one I see all the time, and it's something like, typical example, 6 week six pack. They say it in 100 different ways in all the different fitness magazines, but there will be some variation of six pack in there. And I've got to say really that it gives you a lot of false expectations. You know, just because the guy in the picture went from what you might look like now to where he is in 6 weeks doesn't mean that it's for you, or that it's the best thing for you to do, or that you're going to get the same results from it. And so you can get a lot of false expectations from that, which doesn't help your motivation, doesn't help your inspiration, and won't help your training either. And this comes under kind of the same heading, the same category here, of the before and after photos. You know, there's a lot of stuff, especially with the 6 week six pack stuff, before and after photos, but be aware that obviously they have some things drastically different with them. If you look at the ones from before, they're always not smiling, sad, dark room. You know, you look at the after photos and they're always smiling, the lighting is always drastically better. They do poses which show off their physique and stuff like that, whereas the before poses are usually slumped shoulders, dark room, that kind of thing. So that makes a massive difference. You'll see, you know, a difference in yourself just by having the good lighting, good posing, smiling. There'll be a difference in there for you, even if you don't go through the training programs that they've gone through. The third one here is highly edited photos. You see the ones of the fitness models and of the bodybuilders and all that, and some of the photos look absolutely fantastic, and they're done at the perfect angle with fantastic lighting, and that is really going to give you a false expectation of what you might be able to achieve, but also what they look like on a day-to-day basis. They don't always look as ripped as that. They are pumping themselves up for that photo, and once that photo's done, you know, then they're done. So don't get disillusioned by the great workout photos, because some of them are highly edited, just kind of the same as the beauty magazines and stuff like that, with the photoshopping and things like that does go on. The next point is general training programs. This is a good idea from the magazine standpoint, that they can give out training programs and not be too specific, but from our standpoint as the reader, it's not necessarily a good point, because a lot of the training programs are far too general for where we are as individuals in our training program, but also where we're looking to get to. It's not going to take us there because it's far too general. We can take some good points from that. I've got the workout variations up there, but we don't want to get sucked into trying a completely different workout perhaps, just because of what Men's Health is saying. The fifth point here, is that they're generally always the same thing in there. If you pick up Men's Health, is just a perfect example. It's a good magazine, but if you pick up one, you've seen them all, because in Men's Health, the three things which are always in there, and you'll see them in every single Men's Health, are six packs, how to get a six pack as quick as possible, how to get bigger arms, how to get more women. It's the same thing in every magazine. It does give some good information, as I say, interesting articles, recent studies, stuff like that. But if you pick up one Men's Health, you've generally seen them all. And the last one, which is very, very big, especially in the bodybuilding side of the fitness magazines, is supplement ads. They are on almost every other page. It's quite remarkable, and you've got every other bodybuilder endorsing them, and of course, you know, they use the supplements they get for free. Why shouldn't they endorse them? But the only supplements that are proven to work are coffee, whey protein, and creatine. Those are the only three supplements proven time after time to actually produce results. Everything else is just speculation, just somebody else's experience, just the studies that the supplement companies can prove, things like that. So be very, very wary of believing any of the supplements. A good training program and the right nutrition will take you far faster, closer towards your goals than any supplement can. So my conclusion really with this is that they're nice to read, but only to increase your current knowledge. You know, not to re-educate yourself on health and fitness. You should be doing that through facts, figures, your own experience. You shouldn't be believing everything you read in these fitness magazines, and hopefully you're not, and hopefully that gives you a bit more information about why you shouldn't. So as I said, I hope that gives you a little bit more information. Please leave me a comment below, let me know what you think of them, and especially ones like Men's Health, the more popular ones, because if you've got a good benefit from them, then you know, it's good to share, it's good to see how they've done, and increasing your knowledge, definitely, but make sure you're not re-educating yourself on everything you know just because of what one study or whatever is said to you in Men's Health. Don't forget to like the video if you do like it. I'd love it if you could subscribe, but if not, I'll see you on the next episode.